so as I mentioned, I think maybe with majority the essential nectar, even I say practice tantra, you give up sleeping and distractions, do recitation and practice tantra by bringing so much hardships for even for eons, but you see, cannot achieve enlightenment. Cannot achieve realization, cannot achieve enlightenment. You see, so that means you see, if you want to make mistake in devoting words to the friend, see. So even one has a devotion to other guru, but there's one guru that then rise heresy or anger or all this rise non-devotion thought, dislike. So then you see like that. So also Guya Samaji says that even you created 5 unended karma, killed Arhat, killed disliked parents, harmed, caused blood to Buddha, disunity among sanghas, still you can achieve enlightenment in this life. But if you make the mistake in devoting towards friend, then you see, then cannot achieve enlightenment in this life. So there's you see the huge difference between, even though that other one is so heavy in karma, but no comparison to this. This heresy, anger, the giving up after you met Dharma connection, giving up the guru, and criticizing all this. So you see. Then see. Then I mentioned the quotation, the 2 quotations. Padampa Sangye, the great yogi that happened during Milarepa's time. That say. I forgot now. The one who manifested into flower was Milarepa or the Padampa Sangye, remember? Huh? Padampa Sangye. So Padampa Sangye, Milarepa is coming down. They were meeting somewhere. Milarepa, Padampa Sangye is coming from India to Tibet, you see. The Milarepa is coming from Tibet. Somewhere, I think it's in Tibet. But so the Padampa Sangye knew Milarepa was coming, so to check whether Milarepa can recognize Padampa Sangye in the road manifest into flower. To check whether Milarepa can recognize not. So then they say, then there's some talk. I've forgotten now. I forgot the story. Then, of course, Milarepa can recognize, so there's some conversation, but I've forgotten now. So I think maybe you can remember. So Padampa Sangye, told that where Padampa Sangye lived in Tibet, Tingri, that part of the area Tingri, and then then there's Padampa Sangye gave advice, teachings, to the Tingri people, the Tibetan, the Tingri people who live in Tingri, you see. So Sangye lejang, lama lakpar sung, mundup chidri chung, Tingri wa, Tingri wa, treat, hold, or treat Guru more special than Buddha. Then the realization will happen in this life. Means the enlightenment will happen in this life. So means any practitioner who does that in every daily life, who has that realization, that kind of recognition. So that's the most lucky person, most fortunate person, because he can achieve enlightenment in that life. See, all the realization, can have bodhicitta realization, all those things. Because, of course, with that, then you collect most extensive merit all the time. So the person would be continuously abiding in the advice of the Guru all the time. You see, every single advice, you see, they would be regarded as the most important thing, most precious thing in the life than anything else in the world, see, in the life. So, then also mentioned there, so Drubkangpa jari, this kaju lama, he said also, as long as I say, as even, now, if one keeps if one have recognition, you see, Guru and Buddha separate. Everyone has a recognition. They do, you see, separation to Guru and Buddha. Then, when the realization will never happen. So similar advice. So therefore, and similar, Buddha mentioned also along those quotations that story that one of the Lama, when he began meditating on lamrim, education Jelton or Je Drubkangpa, I'm not sure, one of the Lama, when the Lama began to meditate on lamrim, with all the gurus, have much faith and devotion. But there's one guru that he find it very difficult to say. No devotion, no faith. And one who is disrobed and one who's how he saw the one who taught him alphabet, the very beginning thing, the Tibetan alphabet, and one who became the beginning stage, who is to learn Dharma. So disrobed, and the way how he used to see that teacher very selfish and very bad-tempered, very cruel like that. So he never visualized. So he never visualized that in the married field when he was maintaining lamrim for past quite a number of years. So he never achieved any realization. He tried very hard for many years. Nothing happened. So then he consulted with his guru, and the guru said, "You go back and check any gurus left out when you visualize when you do the married field visualization." Here, I want to correct one thing. Many people use, guru tree. That's totally wrong. A guru tree, that's a wrong translation. It's not sok shing. It's a shing, is wood, but it's not shing. Sok shing. Shing is a married field. Shing like shinga. Shinga is a field, where you grow crops. Shing. So, like the same, similar. Here, that's the shing of food, where you get a food crop, plant and get food is crop. But here, shing. Here, shing. So, you secondly, you prostrate, you make offering, you see. Then, then you collect merit. You collect merit, and see what you get. You collect merit, and what you get from them is happiness, future lives, liberation from samsara, full enlightenment. All the realizations from good works up to enlightenment. So all this you get from them. So by collecting merit, you see, by doing these things with the relationship with these holy objects, you collect merit. From merit, then you get all this result after enlightenment. Then you're able to enlighten numberless sentient beings. So merit filled. So because I think it translates sok shing, because what you see with the eyes, the trees, all the lamas or the guru seated on the on the tree. See, so guru tree, but it's not sok shing. It's a sok shing. So merit field. The merit field has great meaning. Has very deep meaning. When you hear merit field, it's something that gives an idea. It gives you awareness that something most precious in your life. Most precious in your life that you collect, with whom you can collect merit 24 hours, with whom you can collect, cause of enlightenment 24 hours, with whom you can collect, cause of enlightenment for 24 hours, with whom you can create cause of liberation for 24 hours, with whom you can create cause of happiness of all the coming future life 24 hours. You see, all the time, you see, if from one's own side, if one doesn't put effort to virtuous action, collect merit with him. From one side, one doesn't, but there's no blockage, there's no limitation from the side of the merit field. See, always same amount of merit, or result that you can cause whatever you do, offering, procession, whatever, or so forth. All this, whatever you do with him, and that you always, every time, immediately, you create a cause of enlightenment. Even though your motivation is not bodhicitta, not renunciation, not right view, not even your motivation is total non-virtue, only attachment, seeking for happiness in this life, total non-virtue. But within your actions become virtue, their power. So this the mixture karma. So your motivation is non-virtue, but your action is a good karma. So that so say so Sokshing is something, with whom you make most profit in life. That's the greatest profit, happiness, all the happiness. So Sokshing, by collecting merit within. By doing this virtuous action, then you collect merit. So that so that there's something to correct the labels. I may have translated the same thing at the beginning, without understanding. When I didn't understand, which is the correct word, the Tibetan says Sokshing. So Guru tree is so that labeled by seeing the picture or the drawing, Guru sit on tree, say. But that's not the translation of that's not the translation of Sokshing. Sok is a marriage. Sok is a marriage. So Sunamji so Ishiki so. The married virtue, married wisdom. See. So there are two kinds of talk. You see. So I think here again you translate talk sounds like collection, but I think it's not. Because you cho sakpa. Then when you translate cho sakpa, then you collect the collection. Then it would be like translating you collect the collection. But talk marriage, sakpa then collect. So marriage, it might sound a collection of virtue and collection, but I think it's exactly here marriage virtue, marriage wisdom. So sakpa. Anyway, so the so this Lama, so never never had realization of all those years. Then consulted the Guru. Then Guru said, advised you go back and make sure nobody's left out in the Milarepa. Then he went back and checked. Then he discovered that this first Lama, who began the very beginning of Dharma, teaching Tibetan alphabet and whatever he taught. So because he saw that disturbing, very cruel and very selfish, very bad tempered, all that. So he never liked. Then he left out. So even though he had devotion to all of the Guru, so you see here, never had realization for all those years. Nothing happened. No change. Nothing happened. You see. So that one thing to be understood. Always to remember. So. Sometimes if one doesn't know complete understand of Guru devotion teaching and practice, then this is very easy to happen. One leave out, one that you don't, that one doesn't like, leave out. Then other ones you don't find much problem. Then you as a devoting, you see like that. Those ones you like, devote. Those you don't like, leave it out. So this is very, very easy to happen that, or somebody, the Guru who fits to your, according to one's own attachment or self-cherishing thought, then devote. Then who is against your self-cherishing thought, who is against your attachment, then you don't like, then you give it up, or you don't like, you see. So there's also like that. And there's also like this, depending how strong your self-cherishing thought, depending how strong your attachment, depending on that. So then, no matter that guru is no matter most well-known in the world, is the most qualified in the world, you will still give up. Because your attachment, self-cherishing to that object is very strong, so then you don't lose that. So then you would give up, you would get angry, hatred, even to the guru, who is known as Buddha in the world. See, so like this happens. So depending on how strong self-cherishing attachment one has, so depend on that, So then like that, you see. So then one start falling to those, you see. So that's where the problem comes, the confusion, you see. The difficulties with the guru that comes like that. So therefore, now these are the reasons. Okay, these are the reasons. So now here the Guru Yoga. Now here the case of secret general Guru Yoga. Here secret Guru Yoga. So that's you see. So easy to understand. Tsongkhapa is you see easy to understand. Manjushri is essence of all the Buddha's wisdom, understanding and generated comparison of all the Buddhas, all Buddha, Pachapan is essence of all the Buddha's power. That is easy to have faith. And the Tsongkhapa is also embodiment of the easy to, and from the stories also proving, you see. So now, now you don't see you don't see one doesn't see the Guru is like that. You see, one doesn't see it. You see, that's totally ordinary, totally nothing to do with him. Ordinary. See, so now so with this, then you can't with this ordinary thought can't achieve enlightenment. You can't achieve realizations. So if the mind is kept ordinary like this, impure like that all the time, in that you see like that, undeveloped, you see, or kept ordinary, defiled, the third mistake, the guru, you see. So you have Buddha nature, but it's also covered with all this garbage, what they say, mistaken thoughts, like the one that's mentioned, the 9 things what I mentioned, Yu Lama, that the one that covered by mud or say golden statue covered by mud or something, the example, dirty things, So, however, that so in the lamrim Chemo explained that just even rising thought that the Guru is ordinary, even just rising thought that the Guru is ordinary, that becomes that becomes cause to degenerate to one's own experience realization. You see, so which means obstacle to develop mind and path. As I mentioned that, so one has to understand those points. The Lama Tsongkhapa might pinpoint. And then the Papangata goes the extensive the teaching of Buddha devotion. There, as I mentioned, in short, it said in short. if you wish to achieve enlightenment in this brief lifetime or designated time, then one put all the effort to stop the thought of mistakes towards the Guru. As you see, one put all the effort. I see. All the effort, you see, rising to stop rising thought of mistakes to the Guru, and train the mind in devotion, singing to Buddha. So that's essential advice. Then after that it says, according to Rinpoche, even the Guru has great qualities. But if you look at if you look at side of even small mistakes, then there's one teaching says, even it's great qualities, but you see from the side of small mistakes, if you think of one of that, then it becomes total black. You see, then obscures to see all the great qualities. Then if you even so similarly, now even it is even it has a great big mistakes, but a small side of quality, small qualities. If you look at that, then you see only quality. You see, it's so that is used to yourself. It's talking about how the mind can be transformed. You see, in the Guru devotion, I think. Seeing Buddha, seeing pure, only pure, no mistakes. So, it's a question of which way you train your mind. So, if you, for example, if you are to yourself, if you look at the side of your good quality, then you don't see your mistakes. You see only good. You are completely good. Pure good. See, something like that. Then, if you look at the mistake side, then you don't see the quality. You see, if you look at the mistake side, then you look only think of that. Then you see only so you see totally black like that. You see. So here talking about how possibility that our mind can be transformed into devotion, seeing purity on the Buddha. So, then there the quotation what I was going to say before, which it was this. So even the Guru has great qualities, but if you look at small mistakes, then it becomes a cause of obstacle to achieve realization for oneself. Then. So if you even the Guru has even the teacher, the Guru has great mistakes, but if you look at the small quality, if you think that, then you become cause to achieve realization with oneself. So that's very important instruction. Very important instruction. Because here the. Somehow that topic can happen at this point. But it's worth it to repeat again. So when we have many times to remind, what was I going to say? So here, the main objective of Guru devotion, why we practice Guru devotion, looking at Buddha, seeing Buddha, why we train mind in that. So because you don't lose, you are a profit, and the profit is then to free the numberless sentient beings, hell beings, hungry, animal, sura, asura, human beings, each of them. From whom you receive all your past, present, future, for whom one receive all one's numberless past, present, future happiness, realization, all the collection of goodness, all the good things, all the desirable things came from them. So by their kindness. Yeah, and all the sufferings, all the problems came from the I. So, so therefore, the I is something to forever to let go, and the others are object to be cherished forever, like as often he says in the teachings. So therefore now you have a responsibility to free the numberless sentient beings from the to free the numberless hell beings. Say hunger, sura, so each real numberless from all the suffering causes and bring them to enlightenment. One has a full responsibility. One has a full responsibility. So these are the reasons. These are the reasons of practicing good. Why practice good relationship? Then, then there is no other means except first one step to achieve enlightenment. The cessation of all the mistakes of mind and the completion of all the realizations. For success of that, one needs to achieve enlightenment. For that, one needs to achieve all the realization of the whole path. And for that, then that need guru. That need guru to teach, this new, and never had this experience. We never went in this path to enlightenment in the past. So this is the first time. This is the very first time. We never had that experience. So then we need guru to show this. For this reason. And we can use similar reasons, similar cases. Like school teacher, university, those who are very obedient students, who do whatever the teacher asks to do, not being lazy, and learn with put effort to learn, do what the teacher says, everything disciplines, learning. Then the students will pass, will have successful examination, will get degree. So it's exactly the same, people who obey. Those who don't obey, lazy, don't learn, then if one have success in examination, degree, can't get degree, can't get job. That's how general what's the process. So similar, so here, then if you don't abide, so if it don't know in how to succeed this. One has to devote to Guru, one has to obey what Guru advises, he teaches, so one has to abide. But then by abiding, following the instruction, then can achieve realization. Otherwise not. So it's the same. It's the same shit. Then, so the seeing Buddha, so mind, train the mind, looking at the Buddha, seeing Buddha. So that devotion, more one able to develop that devotion, especially when one has realization, and without slightest question in your heart, total as Buddha, not slightest question. It's a very stable faith. Whatever appearance, the mistake, positive or the mistake appearance, seeing, having appearance, having appearance, mistakes in the action, appearance having delusion, having suffering, whatever. But you see, you have good devotion realization, nothing disturbs. Always seeing Buddha, continuously seeing Buddha. So, whatever appearance, it doesn't bother to your mind. It doesn't affect the mind. It doesn't affect the devotion. They seeing it Buddha. See, so it doesn't affect at all. So this is just so it appears an act. It appears an act. It is appearance. So how does it relate to this appearance of mistake that you have? So then they relate. You see, it's a projection of my own impure mind, mistaken mind. You see, that and the other way. There's a the other way. The other way, thinking this, the Buddha say there's nothing different. All sorts of manifestations, all sorts of acts for sentient being. All sorts of manifestations, all sorts of acts. So for the benefit of sentient being, it appears all kinds of form, all kinds of acts. For the benefit of sentient being. So this must have some meaning. So this is like that's like I think it's essential nectar or some teachings also mention like that. One way to think. The second, you see, that's second. Then third, first one's appearance of my own mistaken mind. That's you see. Then next one, this. So think of Buddha's, what Buddha does, how Buddha guides sentient being, manifests various forms, all kinds of forms, animal, spirit, all those ordinary forms. Butcher, prostitute, in any form. When there's benefit to sentient being, certain sentient being, any form, and any other. So there must have been reason for that. It's a positive the purpose to benefit. The third is what I normally mention, the very important essential meditation. Is that this subject might come later, but since I came to this point. Since my mind is so obscured that can't see even my own do not understand, do not realize even my own aggregates. You see all these mental factors. You don't understand even your own mind. You don't understand it. You see, so we have to. So by the Buddha's teaching, we have to learn our mind. So can recognize. So anyway, even the very gross things, disease, whatever, we have to rely on doctors, X-rays, so many checkings, machines. We have to rely on machines. can't see. You don't see, don't understand. So I have to learn so many people. Then sometimes makes it also even with the missions, with the people make many mistakes. While you don't have cancer, they say cancer. You know. Then you go to check another doctor, so the doctor says no, you have no cancer. So anyway, you see, and cannot see at all. You know, let's see. That see. From this, besides, see, unable to see, unable to predict tomorrow what's going to happen, you know, to tomorrow. Tomorrow, what's going to happen here, you know? All the sessions. Tomorrow, what's going to happen? Can't tell, you see. No idea at all. So even now, can't tell when they will stop. After how many minutes, after how many hours it will stop, can't tell. So including myself, you see. So you see, so that you can see now how the mind is so obscured, you know, so obscured. So even very gross things cannot see. Anyway, see, beyond from this minute, say, this present minute, you know, beyond from this minute, second, cannot see. Totally, completely dark in the mind. Completely dark in the mind. So you see, I'm just giving just a little idea of how, you know, obscured the mind is. Unbelievable. See? So therefore, say, so I don't have pure mind to see Guru with more qualities than this. See? More pure, more qualities, more pure. You see? Leave aside Buddha, leave aside seeing Buddha, but even more qualities, more pure than this, cannot see. I don't come out to see. So, so Buddha side to see. So the Buddha say, first we should understand Buddha, Guru, is just different. Should remember all the time. Should remember all the time, and during Guru devotion meditation, and all the time. Guru means Buddha. Buddha means Guru. Just should should think in our heart. It's just a different name. Same person. One person. Different name. That when the one person act in theater, the person dressed up as king comes out, then called king. When the person comes out dressed as a army general, see, then gives name general, see, labels. Then person what? See. Anyway, so whatever the text say, it's one person, but different customs, different form. Then you see, then there's different label, so that it's all one person. So like that. So it's a different name, like one person called what's that? Name one person called Piero, and one person called Tupten what? Tupten something like that. Tupten, one person. That's the same person. I don't mean different people. That person called Piero, or one that then is the neck. Tupten or something, or then that person. Yeah, and then that one person is many different names. So like that. Anyway, so it's very important, even just from the name. So I think it's not talking two separate beings, two separate beings, two different, two. So it's, having ceased all the mistakes of mind, completely all the qualities. See, so enlightened being, and then it's called Guru, it's called Buddha, different name like that. So however, name given to one being. There is no separation between that. The label whom it receives, there is no separation. So Guru Yoga is to realize that. It's one. So here what I'm going to say, the third one. better, more quality, leave aside Buddha, more quality, more pure, I don't come to see. So, therefore, you see, Guru Buddha, see, by showing, you see, by showing more quality, more pure than this, because I don't come to see. So therefore, I don't come to see, cannot communicate, cannot receive guidance because I cannot see. Cannot receive guidance, teachings, so forth. So, in order to guide me to enlightenment, to liberation, to enlightenment, to give the vows, refuge, the Padampa Sangye, they teach the Sutra, all transmission commentary, teaching the alphabet to learn Dharma, then for Dharma, to learn Dharma, then giving initiation, commentary, the instruction, tantra. So, and say, these things, and say, saying, say, praise or saying nice words or scolding. So whatever if it's material gift, whatever. So need to say, need to do these things to bring me to enlightenment. So therefore, not to guide me directly. So have to manifest, no choice. Have to manifest ordinary aspect, meaning having delusion, having mistakes in the action, having suffering, having mistakes in the action, having suffering. So that fits exactly according to my karma, impure karma, which is impure. You see, impure karma. Impure karma. Impure mind. So here comes the quotation. I think it's Java and Saba, I think. The one that I often say, Leng Divyo Didang Machal Ring Sangye Malu Musum Duncheng Sembe Jimbe Kucho Tongalme. So what I think is, until I am free from the Lengbe Tibyo, the evil karma, evil karmic obscuration, until I am free from the evil karmic obscuration, until I am free from that, even all the Buddhas comes in front of me, I have no other way to see. Tande nawa denye madoba. Sembe jimbe kucho tonga. I have no other way to see them. To see sembe adorned with the 32 holy signs and the 80 holy exemplifications. I have no fortune except except the present appearance, having delusion, having mistaken action, having suffering. So that so this Java and Savas, you see the instruction. So so therefore, you see, by showing the ordinary form having mistake, having, you see, delusion, suffering, mistake nature, so only with the ordinary form, only by showing ordinary form having mistake, only then can guide me to enlightenment. Only then can guide me, can directly guide me, you know, all those which I mentioned before, all those activities. Then, see, only then can guide me directly, bring to enlightenment. Liberated from samsara, bring to enlightenment. So therefore, this ordinary aspect, showing mistakes, suffering, this is unbelievably precious for me. The most precious, most important, the most important, most precious in my life. See. So then here you see then you see the kindness. It's unexpressible kindness, showing the ordinary aspect. So now here I want to say, every second, showing this ordinary kindness, you know, guiding me. You know, in order to guide me, I have to show ordinary aspect. You know, having suffering, having delusion, having mistake. So every second, you know, showing me in an ordinary aspect. You see, every second. That kindness, you know, for each kindness, for each second, showing me ordinary aspect. Kindness to repair. You see, even for each second, showing the ordinary aspect. Just showing the ordinary aspect in each second. Each second is for that. Even I offer, you see, sky filled with rich diamond and jewels, sky filled with not only gold, diamond, billions of dollars, but filled with rich crown jewel. Even I offer for eons, even I offer for 1 eon. You see, it's not enough. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. The kindness shown on aspect. But because without that, can't guide me directly. Can't do all these activities to direct me. See, can't guide me to liberation, to enlightenment. So you see, every second, showing this most unbearable kindness, unexpressible. Just shown this without talking all those other guidance, without talking that. So it's very good. This subject might come later also, but anyway, I think since we're talking to here, Guru Yoga, but you see, one has to understand the very essential point. Not just this visualization, this, the thing, but the very point, the essence, the very point, you have to understand. So, so how precious. So then it's very good to see how precious is, how precious this, one mala like that, or whatever number, 21 like this. So to realize, but then after that, how kind is, then after that, then how kind it is, you see, guiding me to, by this, guiding me to see, first of all, immediate thing, happiness in the future lives, Guru Buddha, to practice Dharma, to continue the path, then liberation to enlightenment. So, it's guiding me. How kind is kind, with all these, you see, methods, guiding me to enlightenment. So to how kind is, the virtuous friend is kind. So as many as possible, to rise devotion to Kuba, Kuba is not just respect. It's more than that. Kuba is not just respect. It's more than that. Maybe Chamba, Kuba, how is it translated? Kuba. Huh? What's that? Huh? To revere. To reveal.
Revere, to hold very holy, to hold very high.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. What do you say?
To hold very, he said the word is reverence, but the verb is to revere.
Revere. Revere means to hold high.
To hold, like you would towards an attitude to have words.
Oh, that's to hold high, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. So, I don't know, I got a habit. I thought I have a glass, but I didn't have a glass. Because I got used to hold it, see. So I thought glass, but... So anyway, so we should do actual meditation like that, So there's a third one. You see, so this way, this way, see, this subject will come later, also other times, but with the first one, you see, it's a projection of view of my own mistaken mind, impure mind, the impure karma. So that doesn't, that one doesn't see, doesn't seem appearance of mistake. You see, the gurus they say appearance the mistake in the guru's action. However, having delusion, having suffering, however, it doesn't disturb your devotion. Therefore, with the first one, say, cannot interfere, so that it doesn't disturb. not at all. Then say the second one, it might have a purpose, meaning, meaning, benefit to a sentient being. So that gives some devotion. You see, seeing mistake, having appearance of mistake, but thinking the second way, it gives devotion. Because Buddha manifests various forms and does various activities. When he see that exactly this is exact what fits the mind and benefit that sentient being. So, special purpose, you see, meaning. So it gives devotion. Then third one. And then you see, here third one here, appearing having mistake to you. You see, appearing having mistake. You see, the Guru here. Then you here become very powerful. This way of thinking, mentoring Guru, the good person. Then the third one, where I explained. Then you see, become say. Not only that it does not interfere the good devotion, but to develop, to inspire the devotion. You see, having appearance mistake in the Guru, see, that you have appearance, having mistake Guru, you see, the Guru. So it become very, with the second way of maintaining the good devotion, you see, then it become, not only that it doesn't interfere the devotion, but it has makes so powerful to rise, develop the devotion. To develop devotion. And the Kuba, what is it? Reverence. You see, kindness, unbelievable kindness, unexpressible kindness. So the devotion, the respect, the Kuba, reverence, something you can't, something unsurpassable. Unsurpassable, what? Express answer. answer. Unsurpassable, yes. Unsurpassable. Like unbelievable compassion rises, certain being, unsurpassable, is something very uncontrollable, it's compassion. So now here, devotion, see that. So mentioned that. So here, doing fixed meditation, this you see. After analysis, then doing fixed meditation, keep in mind this as possible. So, so the Lama Tsongkhapa, their special tradition, two special techniques, even as the so the so having say appearing see the mistakes in the group. So the two techniques become using as a cause to develop devotion. So that so I think these last two, that. So the conclusion, see. So they will see, as I mentioned, is to understand faith to Madhusha generation, and understand the essence of all Buddha's power, essence of Buddha's compassion, wisdom. Then Tsongkhapa, with all this story that proves, is it? Then the Madhusha generation see this. Then it makes to see the essence of all Buddha's compassion, Buddha's powers, Buddha's omniscient. So the understanding. So that you see. So now here, the say Lama Tsongkhapa. So in that say by looking at oneness. So then the conclusion is that the real guru is Madhusha generation, but all that. That's Tsongkhapa, and that's Madhusha. But that's Tsongkhapa, so that's Madhusha generation. That is all the Buddha's the compassion, omniscient, and the understanding, the power. So that is the realization what we're looking for by doing this practice. You see, but Tsongkhapa is easy to understand, but the stories all that. So that is the see. For example, see. I think Tapa Jaltsen. I think Satya Tapa Jaltsen. Maybe not sure. So Satya Pandit, teacher, guru, Tapa Jaltsen. Do you remember the story? Tapa Jaltsen? Huh? Yeah, Tapa Jaltsen. Guru's name. Huh? I think Tapa Jaltsen. Yeah, Tapa Jaltsen, I think so. Guru's name is Tapa Jaltsen. So, teacher, such a pandit, so Tapa Jaltsen, very, say, very, very, very sick. Then such a pandit without sleep, in the day and night, looked after his guru Tapajangsa, to clean the kaka pipis and the kaka pipi, clean the kaka pipis and the the over service day and night, giving up sleep, over service, bear hardships and complete offer service, gave his life up into offer service and correctly devoted towards his friend. Then Tapajaltsen gave Laminanjo Guru Yoga. So Guru Yoga means, him. So the Guru and Mandushri, so like this, to look at one, then do offerings and requests and so forth. Then Sajjatapajan is very pleased, very happy, very pleased with how his disciple Sajjapan dedicated his life for service. Being all that, giving up sleep, and all that, day and night. And then gave Guru Yoga, Mandushri Guru Yoga. Then he practiced. Then he saw, Sajjapan saw his Guru Tapajan's actual Mandushri. He actually said, directly he actually saw, Mandushri, his Guru. And then then so much realization became so learned, even the Sanskrit. So it said that, become so famous in China and Tibet and those in the world that so learned and able to recite in Sanskrit. What even the 8,000 the stanza scripture in Sanskrit. Have unbelievable learned, highly attended, unbelievable learned become in his life. Benefited so much sentient beings and teaching Buddha. So so like that. That's an example. He has the Guru Yoga realization. Then what happened as a result in his life? The skies of qualities he's able to achieve and benefit of sentient teaching Buddha. So like that. Then the last one. So, conclusion of what I was saying is, this is not leave the Guru somewhere else in the ordinary. Then just Tsongkhapa, trying to see Buddha, it's not just that. That doesn't become Guru Yoga. You have the lamrim left over?
We have, yes, from Shi.
So what you do is you do the straight up without the extra, without the
okay.
So the beginning one you can do, but the rest can go straight.
Okay. I still have to go a little bit slow because of the other languages.
Huh?
I still have to go a little bit slow because of the other languages. Page 77. Through the power of having made offerings and respectful requests to you, holy and perfect pure gurus, supreme field of merit, I seek your blessings, saviours, and root of well-being and bliss, that I may come under your joyful care. Page 81. Okay. Page 78. Practicing Guru devotion with the 9 attitudes. I'm requesting the kind Lord Rup Guru, who is more extraordinary than all the Buddhas. Please bless me to be able to devote myself to qualified Lord Guru with great respect in all my future lifetimes. By realizing correctly devoting myself to the kind Lord Guru, whose foundation of all good qualities is the root of happiness and goodness, I shall devote myself to him with great respect, not forsaking him even at the cost of my life. Thinking of the importance of qualified Guru, may I allow myself to enter under his control. May I be like an obedient son, acting exactly in accordance with the Guru's advice. Even when Mara's evil friends and the like try to split me from the Guru, may I be like a Vajra inseparable forever. When the Guru gives me work, whatever the burden, may I be like the earth carrying all. When I devote myself to the Guru, whatever suffering occurs, may I be like a mountain, immovable. Even if I have to perform all the unpleasant tasks, may I be like a servant to the king, the mind undisturbed. May I abandon pride, holding myself lower than the Guru. May I be like a sweeper. May I be like a robe, joyfully holding the Guru's work, no matter how difficult or heavy a burden. Even when the Guru criticizes, provokes, or ignores me, may I be like a dog without anger, never responding with anger. May I be like a ferry boat, never upset at any time to come and go for the Guru. O glorious and precious Rup Guru, please bless me to be able to practice in this way, from now on in all my future lifetimes. May I be able to devote myself to the Guru in this way. Page 81. Realizing how this body of liberties and endowments is found but once, difficult to obtain, is easy lost, I seek your blessings, partake of its essence, make it worthwhile, not be distracted by the meanest affairs of this life. Gods, the searing blaze of suffering in the lower realms, take heartfelt refuge in 3 precious gems. Seek your blessings that I may eagerly endeavour to practice the various means, abandoning what is bound to misfortune and accumulating virtuous deeds. Violently tossed amidst waves, delusion and karma, plagued by hordes of watery denizens of 3 kinds of suffering, I seek a blessing to develop and tempt longing to be free from this monstrous ocean of boundless and vicious existence. Having abandoned the mind that views the unbearable prison of psychic existence as a pleasure grove, I seek your blessings to partake of the treasure of Arya's jewels by practicing the 3 higher trainings, and thereby to uphold liberation's banner. On page 83. Having considered how all these pitiful beings be my mothers, and have raised me in kindness again and again, I seek a blessing to develop an affected compassion, like that of a loving mother for her precious child. There is no difference between myself and others. None of us wishes even the slightest of sufferings, or is ever content with the happiness we have. Realizing this, I seek your blessings that I may enhance the bliss and joy of others. This chronic disease of cherishing myself, cause giving rise to my unsought suffering. Receiving this, I seek your blessings to blame, begrudge, and destroy the monstrous demon of selfishness. The mind that cherishes all other beings must secure them in bliss. It is a gateway leading to infinite virtue. Seeing this, I seek your blessings to cherish these beings more than my life, even should they rise up as my enemies. In brief, infantile beings labor only for their own ends, while Buddhas work solely for the welfare of others. With the mind understanding distinctions between the failings of one, the advantages of the other, I seek your blessings to enable me to equalize and exchange myself with others. Since cherishing myself is the doorway to all torment, while cherishing my mother's foundation of all that is good, I seek her blessings to make my core practice the yoga of exchanging self, others. Page 89. And thus, perfect, pure, compassionate gurus, I seek her blessings that all karmic deaths, obstacles, and sufferings of other beings, without exception ripen upon me right now, that I may give my happiness and virtue to others, and thereby invest all beings in bliss. And thus, perfect, pure, compassionate gurus, I seek her bless that all karmic debts, obstacles, and sufferings of other beings, may without exception ripen upon me right now, that I may give my happiness and virtue to others, and thereby invest all beings in bliss. And thus, perfect, pure, compassionate gurus, I seek her blessings that all karmic debts, obstacles, and sufferings of other beings, may without exception ripen upon me right now, that I may give my happiness and virtue to others, and thereby invest all beings in bliss. Should even my environment and the beings therein be filled with the fruits of their negative actions, and unwished-for sufferings pour down on me like rain, I seek her blessings to take these miserable conditions of path, by seeing them as cause to results of my negative karma. In short, no matter what appearances arise, be they good or bad, I seek her blessings to transform them to a path of enhancing the two bodhicittas, to the practice of the five forces contestants the entire Dharma, and thus to enjoy solely a blissful mind. Whatever I occasion to meet, I seek her blessings that I may adapt it to my meditation. By skillful means of four applications, may I render this life with liberties and endowments infinitely meaningful, by practicing advice and commitments of thought training. Page 91. In order to rescue all beings in the vast seas of existence, I seek her blessings to become adept in bodhicitta through a pure selfless wish, as well as by love and compassion, joined with the visual technique of mounting, giving and taking upon the breath. I seek her blessings that I may eagerly endeavor to put into practice the three Mahayana moral codes, to restrain my mind stream with pure bodhisattva vows, the single path journey by all victorious ones of 3 times. I seek her blessings to complete the perfection of generosity through the guideline teaching of enhancing the mind that gives without attachment, namely transforming my body, wealth, and collection of virtues over 3 times into the objects desired by each and every sentient being. I seek her blessings to complete perfection of moral discipline, working for the sake of sentient beings, enacting virtuous deeds, and not transgressing the bounds of pratimoksha, bodhicitta, and tantric vows, even at the cost of my life. Should even the myriad beings of 3 realms, without exception, become angry at me, humiliate, criticize, threaten, or even kill me, I seek her blessings to complete perfection of patience, not to be distraught, but to work for their benefit in response to their harm. We're on page 93. Even if I must remain for an ocean of aeons in the fiery hells of Vichy, for the sake of even just one sentient being, I seek her blessings to complete perfection of joyous effort, strive with compassion for supreme enlightenment and not be discouraged. Having abandoned the faults of dullness, agitation, and mental wandering, I seek her blessings to complete perfection of meditative concentration, through samadhi of single-pointed placement upon the nature of reality, which that all things are void of true existence. I seek her blessings to complete perfection of wisdom, to a space-like yoga of single-minded placement upon ultimate truth, and joy and tranquility and great bliss induced by discriminating wisdom analyzing suchness. I seek her blessings to effect samadhi on illusion, by realizing how all outer and inner phenomena that true existence but still appear, like a mirage, dream, or the moon's image on a still lake. Samsara and nirvana, like even an atom of true existence, or cause and effect independent arising are infallible. I seek a blessing to discern the import of Nagarjuna's thought. These two are complementary and not contradictory. We're on page 95. And thereupon I seek her blessings that I may cross the ocean of Tantra to the kindness of my navigator Vajradhara, by holding my vows and words of honor, roots of all powerful attainments, more dear than my life. I seek her blessings to cleanse all stains of ordinary appearance and grasping, through the first stage yoga of transforming birth, death, and bardo into 3 bodies of Buddha, so whatever appears may arise deity. I seek your blessings to actualize in this life the path of unity of clear light in the illusory body. Arise from placing your feet, my Saviour, in the 8 petals of my heart, the very center of my central channel. Should I not have completed the points of the path at time of death, I seek your blessings that I may be led to a pure land, either through the instructions applying the 5 forces, by the forceful means to enlightenment, Guru's transference of mind. In short, I seek your blessings, my Saviour, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly throughout all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, learning every secret of your body, speech, and mind. We're on page 97. Saviour, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. And we're on page 99, Maitreya Mantra.
Namara Nadaya Namo Bhagavate Sajamunaya Tathagata Arahate Samanya Sambhadaya Avarajate Ajitantaya Araharamete Mahasamaya Siddhim Paramparama Bodhimenda Besamara Mara Ema Kama Samaya Bodhi Bodhi Maham Bodhi Sova Mamaye Om Mani Mani Marasova Namara Nataya Namo Bhagavate Sajamunaya Tathagata Arahate Samanya Samabhuddha Tayata Om Antite Antite Avarantite Ajitante Hara Hara Metere Avalukete Kara Kara Mahasamaya Siddhim Paramparama Mendabe Samara Mara Ema Kama Samaya Bodhi Bodhi Maha Bodhi Yaso Om Yema Maya Sova Om Mani Mani Mara Namara Nadaya Namo Bhagavate Sajamunaya Tathagata Arahate Samanya Samabhuddhaya Tayata Om Antite Antite Avarantite Ajitante Hara Hara Metere Avalukete Kara Kara Mahasamaya Siddhim Paramparama Bodhi Menda Samara Mara Ema Kama Samaya Bodhi Bodhi Maham Bodhi Sova Om Maya 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 So Om Mani Mani Mara So Tamara Nadaya Namo Bhagavate Sajamunaya Tathagata Arahate Samanya Samabhuddhaya Tayata Om Antite Antite Avarantite Ajitantaya Hara Hara Metere Avalukete Kara Kara Mahasamaya Siddhim Paramparama Bodhi Menda Samarama Ema Kama Samaya Bodhi Bodhi Maha Bodhi Yaso Om Yema Yema Maya Sova Om Mani Mani Mara Sova Namara Nadaya Namo Bhagavate Sajamunaya Tathagata Arahate Samabhuddhaya Tayata Om Antite Antite Avarantite Ajitantaya Hara Hara Metere Avalukete Kara Kara Mahasamaya Siddhim Paramparama Bodhi Menda Samarama Ema Kama Samaya Bodhi Bodhi Maha Bodhi Yaso Om Yema Yema Maya Sova Om Mani Mani Mara Namo Nadaya Namo Bhagavate Sajamunaya Tathagata Arahate Samanya Samabhuddhaya Tayata Om Antite Antite Avarantite Ajitantaya Hara Hara Metere Avalukete Kara Kara Mahasamaya Siddhim Paramparama Bodhi Menda Samara Mara Ema Kama Samaya Bodhi Bodhi Maham Bodhi Yaso Om Maya 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 So Om Mani Mani Mara So Namo Ranadaya Namo Bhagavate Sajamunaya Tathagata Arahate Samanya Samabhuddhaya Tayana Oma Anjite Anjite Avarajite Ajitanda Hara Hara Me Tere Avalokite Akara Dharama Samaya Ajite Barama Ambode Meda Mara Maraya Magama Samaya Ambode Bodhe Ma Ambode Yaso Oma Moye Moye Ma Moye So Om Mane Mane Maraso.
Page 101. All the 3 times merits accumulated by myself, all 3-time Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and all sentient beings, I dedicate as causes enabling us to uphold the holy Dharma of scriptures and insights and to fulfill without exception the prayers and deeds of all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas the 3 times. Due to all 3-time merits accumulated by myself, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and all sentient beings, may I myself, all the members of my family, all the students and benefactors and all the rest of this organization, and all sentient beings, never be parted in all our lives from Mahayana's 4 spheres, and may we reach the end of our journey along the paths of renunciation, bodhicitta, pure view, and the 2 stages.
Pandem Zavia Lama Rinpoche, Daya Ningarapa Madejo, Lakaten Jimbo, Gone Jason, the Kuzon to Jemondos. Pandem Zavia Lama Rinpoche, Daya Ningarapa Madejo, Lakaten Jimbo, Gone Jason. Jodan to Mongo, Zandoza, Pandem Zavia Lama Rinpoche, Daya Ningarapa Madejo, Lakaten Jimbo, Gone Jason. Chanjo Nimbe, Bado, Tembar. These are the 3-time merits collected problems about the oneself, family members, all the student benefactors in this organization, is also then also the beings may be guided by the Lama Tsongkhapa, being direct guru in all the future lifetimes, and we never be separated away from the path that was had admired by all the Buddhas. To never separate away from even for a second from the path that was highly admired by all the Buddhas. And then where there's liberalized or as receive for 1 second induction of the Guru, and whatever action done to be able to see pure, and with the devotion, this is the placing of the Guru in my heart. That's one of the requests of the Guru in the heart. After we did the prayer, then we made a request the Guru in the heart, leave it in your heart. Tsongkhapa, Lama Tsongkhapa. So, for particularly as I mentioned before, Je Drubkangpa, puja for Je Drubkangpa prayer, perfect health, for the stable life, as well as all those people who passed away whose name is given. So, recent time today, we did it for all sentiment, particularly those people who passed away. So take the reciting kingdom prayers.
Page 147 in the prayer book, 147.
And who gave also including those whose name given to me, and those the relatives, families who passed away some time ago. So recent times, the recent weeks, and all those who were dedicated, and recite kingdom prayer everywhere. Now I was reading.
And bow down to the youthful Arya Manjushri. You lions among humans, God's freedom in the present, past and future. Worlds of 10 directions to all of you with body, speech and sincere mind, and bow down. The energy of aspiration for the bodhisattva way, the sense of deep respect, with as many bodies passing through all your Buddhas visualize as real, and bow down. On every atom of Buddhas, numberless as atoms, each amidst a host of bodhisattvas. And I am confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with Buddhas in this way. With infinite oceans of praise to you, notions of sound from the aspects of my voice, I sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas and celebrate all of you God's bliss. Beautiful flowers and regal garlands, sweet music scented oils and parasols, sparkling lights and sublime incense, I offer to you victorious ones. Fine dress and fragrant perfumes, sandalwood powder heaped high as Mount Meru, or wondrous offerings in spectacular array, I offer to you victorious ones. With transcendent offerings peerless and vast, profound admiration for all Buddhas, the strength and conviction of the Bodhisattva way, I offer and bow down to all victorious ones. Every harmful action I have done with my body, speech and mind, overwhelmed by attachment, anger and confusion, all these I openly lay bare before you. I lift up my heart with joyous and constant potential. And the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions. Solitary realizes here is still training and those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You who are the bright lights of the world in 10 directions, who have attained the Buddha's omniscience through stages of awakening. All you who are my guides, please turn the supreme wheel of Dharma. With palms together I earnestly request, you who may actualize paranirvana, please stay with us for eons, numberless atoms of the world, for the happiness and well-being of all wanderers in samsara. Whatever slight positive potential I may have created, by paying homage, offering and acknowledging my faults, rejoicing and requesting that the Buddhas stay and teach, I now dedicate all this to full awakening. May you Buddhas now living in the worlds of 10 directions, and all you gone to freedom in the past accept my offerings. May those not yet arisen quickly perfect their minds, awakening as the fully enlightened ones. May all worlds in 10 directions be entirely pure and vast. May they be filled with bodhisattvas surrounding Buddhas gathered beneath the Bodhi tree. May as many beings exist in 10 directions be always well and happy. May all samsaric beings live in accord with Dharma. May every Dharma wish be fulfilled. Remembering my past lives and all varieties of existence, may I practice the bodhisattva way. And thus in each cycle of death, migration, birth, may I always abandon the householder's life. Then following in the footsteps of all Buddhas, perfecting the practice of bodhisattva, may I always have without error or compromise ethical discipline, faultless and pure. May I teach the Dharma in the language of gods, in every language of spirits and nagas, of humans and of demons, and in the voice of every form of being. May I be gentle-minded, cultivating 6 paramitas, and never forget bodhicitta. May I completely cleanse without omission every negativity and all that obscures this awakening mind. May I traverse all my lives in the world, free of karma, afflictions and interfering forces, just as the lotus blossom is undisturbed by the water's way, just as the sun and moon move unhindered through the sky. May I ease the suffering in the lower realms, and in the many directions and dimensions of the universe. May I be guided or wonders in samsara to pure bliss awakening, and be of worldly benefit to them as well. May I practice constantly for eons to come, perfecting the activities of awakening, acting in harmony with various positions of being, showing the ways of bodhisattva. May I always have the friendship of those who chart this like mine, with body, words, and also mind. May we practice together the same aspirations necessary. May I always be a spiritual mentor, never displeased with excellent friends, who deeply wishes to help me, expertly teaches bodhisattva way. May I always directly see the Buddhas, masters encircled with bodhisattvas, without pause or discouragement for eons to come. May I make extensive offerings to them. May I hold within me the Buddha's genuine Dharma.
Dala Pemba to Tobakan, Sambo Jabara to Jeba, the Tabajo, the Takana Yeme, Sanjay Kawakana, Jawada, Mangawaka de Mejawa, the Yajama, Zavadia Javatan, and the Java Temebara and the Jan, the Javatan Javadia, and the Java, the Jaman, the
inconceivable Buddhas among
Bodhisattvas,
deceiving this in all directions, I dive into an ocean of Buddha fields, each an ocean of 3 times Buddha's space or width of hair. So I too will practice for an ocean of aeons. Thus I am continually immersed in speech of Buddhas, expression that reveals the notion of quality of one word, completely pure eloquence of all Buddhas, communication suited to the varied tendencies of beings. The strength of understanding I plunge into infinite enlightened speech of Dharma, of all Buddhas who 3 times gone to freedom, who continually turn the wheel of Dharma methods. I shall experience in one moment such vast activity of all future aeons, and I will enter into all aeons 3 times in but a fraction of a second. In one instant I shall see all those awakened beings, past, present, future lines among humans. With the power of the illusion light stabilization, I will constantly engage in inconceivable activity. I shall manifest upon one single atom, the ray of pure lands past and future. Likewise I shall enter the ray of pure Buddha fields, in every direction without exception. I shall enter the very presence of all my guides. Those sights in this world were yet to appear. Those who teach reveal Nirvana, final perfect peace. Then achieve the power of swift magical emanation. Purifying the power of all contaminated actions, crushing the power of disturbing emotions at their root, diffusing the power of interfering forces. I shall perfect the power of purify an ocean of worlds, and I free an ocean of beings, and I clearly see an ocean of Dharma, and I realize an ocean of mystery, and I purify an ocean of ecstasy, and fulfill an ocean of aspiration, and I make offerings for an ocean of Buddhas. And I practice the ocean of aeons, to awaken bodies as bodies up away, and fulfill that exceptional diverse inspirations, the awakening practice. All Buddhas come freedom 3 times everywhere. Those who make this heartfelt aspiration for the body set away, free of all lower rebirths, free of harmful companions, will quickly see how much harbour infinite life. Even in this very human life, they'll be nourished by happiness and more conducive circumstances. Without waiting long, they'll become like Samantabhadra himself. Those who give voice to this extraordinary aspiration will quickly and completely purify the 5 boundless harmful actions created under the power of ignorance. Blessed with supreme knowledge, excellent body, family, attributes, and appearance. They will be invincible to vast interfering forces and misleading teachers, and all 3 worlds will make offerings, going quickly to the noble body tree and sitting there to benefit sentient beings. Subduing all interfering forces, they will fully awaken and turn the great wheel of Dharma. Have no doubt the complete awakening is a fully ripened result comprehended only by a Buddha, of holding in mind by teaching, reading, or reciting this aspiration of bodhisattva practice, in order to train just like the hero of Rinpoche knows reality as it is, and just like Samantabhadra as well. I completely dedicate all this goodness just as they did. With that dedication which is praised as greatest, by all the Buddhas come to freedom in 3 times, I too dedicate all my roots to goodness, for the attainments of the bodhisattva practice. When the moment of my death arrives, by eliminating all obscurations and directly perceiving Amitabha, I go immediately to Sukhabhati, pure land of great joy. Having gone to Sukhabhati, my actualizing these aspirations, fulfilling them all without exception, for the benefit of beings as long as this world endures. Born from an extremely beautiful superlative lotus. This joyful land, the Buddha's magnificent mandala. They receive prediction my awakening directly from the Buddha Amitabha. Received a prediction there, my great vast benefit. The beings throughout the 10 directions with 1 billion emanations by the power of wisdom. Through even the small virtue I've accumulated by offering this prayer, the Bodhisattva practice, may all the positive aspirations of beings be fulfilled in an instant. Through creating limitless positive potential, by dedicating this prayer of Samantabhadra's deeds, may all beings drowning in this torrent of suffering enter the presence of Amitabha. Through this king of aspirations which is the greatest of sublime, holding infinite wonders in samsara, through the accomplishment of this scripture dazzling with Samantabhadra's practice, may suffering realms be utterly emptied of all beings. $100 in the Guru Puja book. Page 102.
장주 선조 rinpoche 마제와나 개와년바 메바이 권내 권도 패와주 장주 선조 rinpoche 마제와나 개와년바 메바이 권내 권도 패와주 장주 선조 rinpoche 마제와나 개와년바 메바이 권내 권도 패와주 that was done already dedication today the end of the Kuriyua.
Yeah, already did that. Yes.
Okay.
Page 163.
Did all the past presentation manuscript, 3 times manuscript about this. Kanjirawe Kurwe Shinga independent Wamanuju, Sedesa Watindiga to Shabesi, they about to think then all that gurus. Bandela, Bandela,
Badaname, Kikuchitotem.
Panela, we set them about that. Can you on the Dijun? Dashemalo, Tosa in the Sanya Tower. Change Lord, did all the 3 times manuscript include about this. That which are truly existent. Today is the other way around. After hearing so much empty, so today is the reality. Today is the reality. To do all the past, present, marriage, material, marriage, by others, which are truly existent. Meta I, who is truly existent. Achieve Padampa Sangye's enlightenment, which is truly existent. I say truly existent, but you see, the understanding of it is empty, you see. So that's the whole point. It's still coming at the same point. I say truly existent, but the understanding of it, you see, there's such thing. Empty. Yeah. And all the lead all the sentient beings who are truly existent to that Lama Tsongkhapa's enlightenment, which is truly existent. By myself alone, who is also truly existent, according to the point of view of ignorance. Which is not there, which doesn't exist even in name. Spreading all the time, maybe plus in this world. Then by completely actualizing oneself, family, all of us, as well as the benefits, as well as in everyone in this world. Without delay in a second. May all the state I made correct and others. May all the fundings be received to all the various projects, the social service, all the centers, as well as the building of various parts of the world, and to support the sanghas. Then the material statue. To be able to complete as quick as possible the projects to fulfill his wishes. Cheji Jabu Tsongawe Chuzon Namba Bewada Keje Samajivada Tunjama Samara Shaw Dada Singet Deve Tonyela Dena Jawa Losan Damba Yurimba Jumden Jaba Dajamba Yang Tabas Namanazi Javala Chator Samba 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 Kundu Samba Tayata Penza Deva Awa Bodin so Amduro Zam Tayata Penza Deva Awa Bodin so Amanduro Zayam Begaso Tayata Penza Deva Awa Bodin so Amduro Zam Begaso Tayata Penza Deva Awa Bodin so Amanduro Zam Begaso Tayata Penza Deva Awa Bodin so Amanduro Zam Begaso Tayata Penza Deva Awa Bodin so Amanduro Zam Begaso Tayata Penza Deva Awa Bodin so Amanduro Zam Begaso Tayata Penza Awa Bodin so Amanduro Zam Begaso Jumde Jabanda Jambayang Tabaso Ngo Malanda Jibe Jabala Chata Jumde Jabanda Jambayang Tabaso Ngo Malanda Jibe Jabala Chata Jumde Jabanda Jambayang Tabaso Ngo Malanda Jibe Jabala Chata Lo blessings of Immanable Sabbaths and due to my specialty and unbearable dependent arising may all my pure prayers be succeed immediately. Major Saja Javi, Chalada, Tenden Loa, maybe Tempata, Dagel, Hassan, Tabe, to the Namda, Mamben, and
Wano Sojan Jangang Yawe Tenzing Yomawe Under no Moze Chosong Awele Manano Pana Sono Jengana Jane Sho Tozo jan shin jan gang yawe Tenzin yom bawe ngondo no mo te Cho song we le manun ro Pada son do jenga no janen sho Tozo jan shin jan gang yawe Tenzin yom bawe ngondo no mo te Cho song we le manun ro Pada son do jenga no janen sho.
Good night, good morning, Sam.